Morning, guys. Morning. How is everybody this fine Saturday morning? Woohoo! Saturday video from Lauren. I know, it's exciting. You guys know I get really into doing videos towards the end of the year. I try to always put out 2 videos a week for you guys. Sometimes I'll do 3, but 3 is like my max, I think, that I've ever done in a week. So yeah, 3 video this week. That's super. I'm always happy when I can get more content out. It's typically not lack of content that I want to go over or discuss. However, it is lack of time. Because I do have, home, family life. I have a 9 to 5 that can sometimes get in the way of all the content that I do want to create, because I do want to create lots of content. If you have not liked and subscribed and you're seeing this video, do the thing. Like, it's totally appreciated so much. The more likes, the more subscribers I can get, the more likelihood I am to be able to quit the 9 to 5, and then I can do this, and then that's just more content that you're going to be able to get. You're helping yourself if you like my content, right? Right, because then I can just do it full time, and you can have like so much content. It would be so fun, so awesome if I could do a video a day. That would, like, honestly, a video a day, full time, that would be a dream. A dream. But it's a dream that's pretty far away at this point. So how are you guys this morning? How is the holiday season treating you? I feel like I need to do a check-in. I tried to do a check-in with all of my friends, because it can be hard on people depending on what they're going through. Right? And I have some friends, a handful of them, that are going through some really tough stuff. So it's yeah, the holidays are amazing most of the time, but it can also be one of the hardest times of year. If you have a bad experience during the holidays, if you have something going on right now, it's like, how am I now supposed to put on this fake face and continue? So this is me checking in with how you're doing. But what are we here to talk about today? Today we're here to talk about number 29 in the Stephanie Plum series, Going Rogue. This series blows my mind because Janet Ivanovich has been writing this series for so long. We're 29 books in, at 1 book, maybe max 2 books a year. I've been reading this series for 20 years. 20 years I have been reading a book series. Isn't that just mind-blowing in itself? It really freaking is to me. I vividly remember reading One for the Money as a teenager off of my stepmother's bookshelf. And now I'm reading book number 29 at 36 years old. It's so crazy that she's still so good and so relevant. It's really, it's something that I feel like as an author you hope to do, which is to be able to change with your audience and to be able to still be relevant. I feel like in the younger books, the 1 through 10, it was a little spicier. And now she's at this point with Stephanie where maybe the spice isn't there, it's more hinted at. But they're funnier. They're so much funnier to me. They deal with more things like growing older and weight and jobs and dead-end jobs and marriage and babies and things like that. And it's so well done. And yes, 29 books later, I still laugh hysterically when Grandma Bella makes the FTA poop his pants in Stephanie's car. I have a little bit of a cough. I'm so sorry. When Grandma Bella makes the FTA poop his pants in Stephanie's car, Baron had to ask me if I was okay. I was laughing so hard, which is childish, I know, but it's so funny because of the characters, because of 20 years of buildup with Grandma Bella, for her to put the eye on this FTA now. And the constant fighting between Grandma Mouser and Grandma Bella, Stephanie's grandma and Morelli's grandma, in the funeral home, where they're just knitting at each other, and everybody asks Stephanie to get Bella out of there, so she puts the cuffs on her, and she's screaming at her that you can't cuff an old lady. It's so good. It's so good, and I feel like these books you can pick up as a one-off and read them and still laugh and still know what's going on. It may take you a minute to like learn who a character is or whatever, but you'll still know what's going on after the first few chapters. They're not difficult. You don't have to read all 29 to know that Stephanie is a bond enforcement agent, and that Lula is her crazy sidekick who says crazy things, and Connie is the front desk person, and Grandma Mouser is her grandma, and her mom's like this nice hoity-toity New Jersey lady. Like, it doesn't take long. You don't need all 29 books to know this. I love a book that is good when you read everything in the series, but if I am wanting to suggest it to somebody, I don't have to say, oh, you have to read 1 through 29. You can just hand them a book and say, read this. If you laugh and think it's hilarious and funny and catchy and cute and you like the characters, there's 29 more books you can read. That's the kind of series that I like. Black Dagger Brotherhood does that really freaking well as well. Where you can, I mean, that one you need to know a little bit more about the characters, but not a whole lot, not like crazy amounts. So, yeah. I love a series that you can just hand somebody a book and you don't have to tell them they have to read the other 28, but they can if they want to. So, yeah. If the question on the table is, after 29 books, is Stephanie Plum, Janet Ivanovich, are they still good? Yeah, to me they are. They still make me laugh. Are there a few in those 29 books that maybe aren't as good as some of the others? Sure. Who's not going to have a bad one? Like, let's be honest. Of course, there's a couple probably in the late teens in there that I'm like, okay, that wasn't as funny as ones that I've read before from her. But at the end of the day, 90% of them are still freaking hilarious and cute and give you all the warm and fuzzies in some of them. Sophia, my daughter, is obsessed with them and always wants to go get meatball subs, even though we live in Georgia, not New Jersey. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to find you a good meatball sub, but we live in the South. And this lady lives in Jersey. So, of course, she goes to Pino's and gets a delicious meatball sub. We don't have that. We got Publix. Like, work with me, girl. But yeah, so I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing week. Happy Saturday. If you have fallen off the Stephanie Plum train, maybe you used to read them and you haven't read the last few, pick it up. I'm telling you, while there might be one off that aren't quite as funny, the last 3 or 4 I've read from her have been back to top-notch hysterical, and the characters are just so good. Grandma Mouser, Grandma Bella, Lula, they're going to make you laugh every single time. So why not give them a shot? Love you guys, and we'll see you next week.